Hi, everyone. Welcome back to God's Whispers, a place where we take the time to pause and reflect on the word of the Lord. Have you ever had a moment where you felt like God was very close and then just suddenly not? Maybe you had clarity once, feelings of certainty once, a feeling of peace, but now things feel a little cloudy or uncertain. I think today's gospel, the gospel according to Matthew, chapter 17, verses 1 through 9, really kind of speaks to that. Let's listen. Jesus took Peter, James, and John, his brother, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. And he was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became white as light. And behold, Moses and Elijah appeared to them, conversing with him. And then Peter said to Jesus in reply, Lord, it is good that we are here. If you wish, I will make 3 tents here, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. While he was still speaking, behold, a bright cloud cast a shadow over them. Then from the cloud came a voice that said, This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Listen to him. When the disciples heard this, they fell prostrate and were very much afraid. But Jesus came and touched them, saying, Rise, and do not be afraid. And when the disciples raised their eyes, they saw no one else but Jesus alone. As they were coming down from the mountain, Jesus charged them, Do not tell the vision to anyone until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead. So when Jesus takes Peter, James, and John up to the mountain, everything changes. It's a breathtaking moment. Jesus is transfigured. His face shines like the sun, his clothes dazzling white. This is a really important turning point because this is the timeline in the gospel where Jesus is predicting his suffering, and the disciples are confused and afraid because their expectations of the Messiah are now a little bit unsure or being challenged. So this transfiguration serves to give reassurance before the hardship comes. It obviously confirms Jesus' identity, and then there's a preparation of the cross ahead. Mountains in the scripture often symbolize meeting God. Like when Moses was on Sinai, Elijah had encountered God, and now Jesus is revealed. The disciples don't stay on the mountain. They have to come back down, just like us. And isn't that how we struggle too? We all want those mountain beautiful moments where prayer feels easy, our faith feels super strong, God feels close. But most of our lives, we are in the valley. And sometimes we wonder, where did that peace go? Why why don't things feel clear right now? God doesn't disappear, even when the moment passes. The disciples don't lose Jesus when that glow faded away. And we haven't lost God either, just because our feelings may have changed. So if things feel a little hesitant or distant, and you're walking through just an ordinary life week, after those mountaintop moments, God is still with us. So journal prompts that might be helpful would be, where have I felt closest to God? And what helps me trust God when that clarity fades? And where can I see God quietly present in my ordinary days? And then finally, what would it look like to keep the faith while coming down the mountain. I hope that this message was encouraging to you, and if it was, please leave me a comment, a like, share it with a friend, so I know that it had some impact on you. And don't forget to subscribe so you can continue to hear God's Whispers.